What does that really mean for somebody listening that doesn't really understand what a spiritual awakening is, or that word ascension that we use all the time? What does that really mean?
Okay, so the ascension is what we're going through now. This is why you've said this is a really exciting time to be on Earth because we are literally, our vibration as humans, all of us, is increasing. The vibration of the Earth is increasing. So that basically means it's getting faster. And with the shift in vibration that we're experiencing as a collective of humans, that will bring a lot of change. Change is rarely comfortable. So people might be thinking, well, the world doesn't look any better at the moment. How are we ascending? This feels terrible. But we need to have certain people highlight what's wrong so that we can choose differently. And they have to highlight that in quite a loud way to get people to really understand. And the awakening is when people switch on to that and say, hang on a minute, this isn't this isn't how life's supposed to be. We didn't come here to suffer. What's all this about? Why am I here? Why am I struggling? Why is anyone struggling? And we start to ask ourselves these questions. And this can be what starts the awakening. And it can come after a painful experience, the loss of a loved one, the loss of a way of life, a job, something important to us, where we suddenly feel in the pit of despair and we think, what is all this about? I haven't come here to get a job, earn some money, clear the mortgage, retire, and then die. That's not that's not what this is all about. Who am I really? Do I die and that's it? I disappear, and we start the questions, which are endless, by the way. They never stop. No matter how many answers you get, you just find more questions. But that's the exciting bit because we're discovering that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We're not just flesh and bone. There is energy running through us, and many of us are becoming more sensitive to that with the ascension that's happening because we're sort of becoming more soul beings and less ego driven. I wouldn't say we're becoming less human because I think to be human is something that's actually quite incredible and we don't realize the power we have, but we're not being as driven by the ego and we're starting to be a bit more driven by the heart, which causes a massive shift. And the fact that we're all going through this, whether we're aware of it or not, that's what this ascension is all about. It's happening to every living being on the planet, animals, people, everyone, and the earth herself. Everything is shifting and changing, and we will see that reflected in our external world because change starts from within. So it is super exciting, and a lot of people, from what I've heard, wanted to come here now.